Everything seems to be working. I can hear you. Alright. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm Trisk, and today I am here with my good friend Mugen underscore Kitsuki.
What's going on, people?
Yeah. And today I'm going to be doing a bit of a podcast. Speaking of which, I should probably just put the music now. Let it just go in the background. Uh, yeah, and just like the music, we're going to be talking about Street Fighter 5 today. And the newest quote unquote leak, because apparently Capcom didn't give a damn and posted the the videos anyway. So now it's just official stuff. I want to believe it's fake, because these fakes are getting really out of hand lately, but no, this one was definitely real.
Yeah, it definitely was surprising to a lot of people, but based on what I've heard, it was an accidental leak from Steam that dropped the trailer and the information panel. So Capcom had nothing to do with this, but at the same time they did, because why would you outsource it to Steam knowing that they would throw up the information?
Yeah, this has been, what, the third time Steam has done this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I definitely would have done that.
So it's definitely a shocker. I would have had expected something to happen on Sunday at least, to present the trailer and see how fans react to it. But at the same time, it kind of gives us a little bit of what he thinks based on the leak and whatnot. And a lot of people are assuming that there's more to show on Sunday, and this was on purpose, like intentional. But again,
Really?
that's speculation. Yeah, that's all to be speculation.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll believe that for a bit.
Right.
Like,
Oh.
this is just Capcom messing up in
Yeah,
some form or another. I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. That's what mainly it looks like. It's just Capcom just doing their own thing, and just like, oh wait, we forgot to do X, Y, and Z. Oh my God, the thing is leaked all over the internet again. Like,
What a
come on.
surprise!
Yeah, like, come on. You guys could do better than that. But it is what it is, and we have an official trailer. We have an official release date,
Yeah, we even have
and
four
the
official trailers.
price.
We have the main trailer and everyone's individual trailer.
Correct. And we also have a price. And of course, it's not free. so
Why would it be free? With Capcom, of course, it's never free.
so that's
It's never
another
free.
bummer. So
Oh,
yeah,
remember all those like free monsters you get in Monster Hunter? Yeah, that ain't free.
yeah, yeah.
I know another game only has like 27 monsters right now, but we promise we're going to add more for free. And the only thing you're going to pay for is customization stuff.
Yep.
Immediately throw out the window.
Oh, it definitely was. It definitely was. So I don't know, man. They gotta, again, as we get into more of explaining what is within the trailer and so on and so forth. I just hope that again, due to speculation, that Capcom has something more up their sleeves, and hopefully this is not it, because I already told a bunch of people that if this is all they have to offer, then I'm just done with the series. So it's just like Street Fighter 5 will officially just die.
Yeah, remember they told us, oh, we're going to start getting characters when they're done?
Yeah,
Like, we're going to get, like, the city, and we're just going to get the characters when they're done. One at a
yeah.
time, but, like, when they're done, they're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember that. Do remember that.
Who's texting me right
So
now? Absolutely no other points. Okay, so let's actually talk about what's in this trailer. To anyone
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't know or does not want to know, feel free to just leave the conversation now. I don't know if you want to wait for Evo or something, but like, Capcom already officially played out. It's no spoiler now.
Yeah,
But
it's not.
all right. So what we're seeing here is E Honda, which was the last of the original 8 that wasn't in the game to begin with.
Yep.
Uh, Lucia from Final Fight 3, and Poison from Final Fight 1. Who I believe is in all 3 games?
I believe she's in all three games as just like a background character, but it's different names. It's not just Poison. It's just like a bunch of different names.
I thought it was just Poison and Roxy.
No, there's other names. There's other names. I just can't remember exactly.
Okay, okay. Uh, so who you want to start off with?
I guess start off with how it was presented to us in
Okay,
order.
then
So I
I
guess we'll start
believe it
with
was,
Honda.
yeah, it was E Honda. So, I'll pull up his trailer real quick.
Because that's actually something that I saw that was decent in my opinion. So
Yeah. So, E Honda here is just E Honda, as always. Like, there's nothing really anything new about him. He's a sumo wrestler. Sumo wrestlers only do so much, so they didn't do too much with him. What I do like is this new like clap skill that he has, kind of like Hugo, where he can use it
yes.
to like smack fireballs away, which is something he
Mm-hmm.
needed, cause he's a close range character, but he has no real way to get out of like fireball situations really well.
Yeah, that's also
Like, what is
true.
it? Just the aerial move, like the
Yeah,
aerial
just
slide.
the
That's it.
aerial move and just doing a very well timed EX headbutt.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it. Wow. Okay. The funny thing is, I didn't watch the individual trailers, which apparently shows more
Yeah, it
than it
does.
did in the actual main three-part trailer. So yeah, again, I don't have no. Wow, that was a good air combo. But definitely Honda has always been like a normal fan favorite because he's very simple. You're getting a sumo wrestler, and he's quick with his hands.
Yeah.
So
Like, I appreciate that the series had two wrestling type characters that were very different from each other,
mm-hmm.
and even though like they're both heavies, they're still like very different heavies.
Right.
And that now we have, what is it, 4 different wrestlers?
Mm, let's see. If you're
If
talking about
you,
within Street Fighter Five,
yeah,
it's only Honda. You got Geef. You got
Armika.
Abigail's not. Yeah, or Mika, and that's it. I don't think
I
Abigail
kind of
doesn't
call
consider
call
himself.
Alex one.
Alex fights like a grappler, but he has a lot of like regular attacks, nothing pertaining to like wrestling per se.
I feel like he's more of a wrestler than like say the other character, which is more like a brawler.
Yeah,
Ironically enough.
yeah, he's a mixture of brawling slash like wrestling.
Yeah, cause he has a DDT, he has like a choke slam, he has a clothesline. So
Mm-hmm.
he does wrestling stuff.
Right. So my question to you, since that we're still showing more of E Honda, do you think he plays the same as the original way, or do you feel like they kind of changed the controls to make it easier for the 100 hand slap and easier to do the EX?
He probably has the same thing that Chali has, which is either or works.
Oh, okay. I mean, to me, honestly, it wouldn't matter which way he was built, whether if it's like, rapid pressing for the hand slap or quarter circle forward and a certain button to do, more hand slaps than normal. I wouldn't mind either or. But again, he's gonna be a very interesting character because Honda is very tricky if you play him at a very high level. Because like I said, the EX headbutt goes through fireballs to a certain degree. He also has very good invincibility with his command grab, and which I think is the Orochi throw, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has a fake out, which he did in Ultra Street Fighter 4, where he would do like the sumo stomp, and then you cancel, and then you go right into the actual grab.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so that's actually like pretty good to fake out your opponents and whatnot. But Honda doesn't look drastically different, which is surprising to me because everyone would assume that, oh hey, like they probably would have changed him up like how they did with Cody. Like he was a street thug prisoner. Next thing you know, he's the mayor. Like people thought that they would have went more in depth with changing of like what he's been doing over the years, but I guess they're keeping it traditional and making him stay as a sumo wrestler, nothing more.
I mean, I would be a little upset if they changed him. If he wasn't just a super wrestler anymore, because like he is so kind of like Geef and Guile. They are so
Mm-hmm.
patriotic. They're not going to change.
Right.
So like the way that he's just a sumo wrestler and he wants to tell the world about sumo, and also like he's one of the most well-known sumo wrestling characters in video games.
Yes.
I think it would be kind of bad on their part to like just change him up drastically.
Yeah, that's also true. But just like with the character he's fighting against, Zangief, Zangief has a lot of his original stuff, but he also has lost a lot of his original properties, like the green hand. He's definitely lost that ability. He's definitely lost the ability to what you call it, have better hitbox reach when it comes to his grabs for the atomic what he calls it, the atomic buster, I think, or something else. I can't remember,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of things that could have just stood intact. But with Honda, it looks like everything that he does and probably a few different moves is still intact. So that's a good look. But I have nothing against Honda, honestly. I don't. I suspected Honda to make a comeback sometime in the future, and he did. So that's good. But how about the next character? What's her face? Lucia from Final Fight 3.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't expect Lucia to be in this series ever. I was expecting anyone else. I expected them to bring Maki back. I expected to bring in Dean, but I wasn't expecting Lucia. And
Okay.
she's one of my favorite Final Fight characters alongside Cody and Guy.
Mm. And it's funny because a lot of people who saw the reaction trailer with, when all three of them was in that one grand trailer, um, they didn't have any idea who she was
Yeah.
from at all. Even which is funny to me, even with the whole final fight thing and showing the Metro City map and Hagar coming up and
Yeah.
talking, no one knew still. And I'm like, what? Okay. I guess some people really don't know their backstory with the Street Fighter universe.
And a lot of people are saying, okay, is she just female Ken? And I'm like,
No.
you did play her game, obviously, because she did have a jab.
Yeah. But she's more than a female Ken. She has a lot of tricks upon her arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that looks very similar to a Shotokan kind of style, but then at the same time,
That's Final Fight by default.
yeah. But at the same time, as you're looking at the trailer showing off her moveset right now, She has way more than a regular Shotokan would even have. Plus, her, her specialty. Yeah, she puts you on fire and stuff like that. But everything that you're seeing and a bit more is perfect representation of what she actually does in Final Fight 3.
Yeah, and I'm about to tell people, if you have not seen Final Fight 3 or seen this character, you can go and watch Turkish Bullet 19's run. He does it really, really well. He uses all of the character's abilities. And I will be showing his footage every so often as I look through this trailer.
Yeah, so again, it's definitely a good look on their part for introducing a character that's not really well known.
Apparently not.
Not really well known to, not saying to the general public, because only people who played Final Fight will know who the hell she actually is. You can't expect people like, don't want to put nobody on blast, but people who only started playing Street Fighter when Street Fighter 4 came out, from that generation on, they don't know who Lucia is. People didn't even know who Abigail was, or Sodom, who's in the ring.
Yeah, I didn't think Abigail was ever going to be in this. I never, like, thought of him as a contender to be in a Street Fighter game. Like, I wanted, like, the heroes. I wanted, like, Lucia. I wanted Dean. I wanted Guy and Cody. I wanted everyone except the one guy that was with Maki.
Right.
Which, his name, Carlos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like him too much. I didn't like his design. I guess if they do something with his design now, I might like him, but I didn't really care about him much back then. I thought Dean was really, really cool with, like, his design and, like, his backstory and his lightning abilities.
Right.
And I liked Maki, not Maki, I liked Lucia because she was really Chun-Li-like back then. And then, like, I later go on to, like, look up, and she may actually know Chun-Li. And I might actually get the chance to know whether or not she actually does now. Because they actually use her in something else.
Yeah, I mean, you can always look up her story, because there's also, like, little tidbit comics that, from time to time they release.
I haven't found anything other than that one picture of her, Chun-Li and Maki in the gym, and, like, Guy's girlfriend. Other than that, I have not seen anything.
Well, let me see, as we're still discussing about her, I will find out if, she knows anyone from,
It looks like, well, to me, while you're looking that up, it also looks like to me that she's built a bit like Cody. Where, like, she's
kinda,
she has, like, Final Fight inspired combos built in. And also her, what is it, her second V skill? Okay, it's her second V skill. Why didn't it show a second one before her first? Anyway.
That's like their new thing now.
Okay. Her second one is also her Final Fight weapon of choice. Like Cody's was the knife, and I assume if they'd used Hagar, it would have been the pipe.
Right.
But yeah, of all the characters that's on here, like, she's the character I'm looking forward to the most, if I ever pick this up again. I'm just not a fan of parts of her redesign. Like, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to make her more covered up, so they gave her these stockings. And I'm not a fan of the stripes. They just kind of, like, look clownish. She's supposed to be a police officer. She has, like, these striped stockings, and, like, oh, and the boots are pink at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish she had a more, like, police uniform type of thing. That's
but
not just
also,
the MPD, like, SWAT costume.
Yeah, but you also have to
more.
understand that, like, she has a long history with Cody during the I'm gonna just leave it as the renegade days. We'll leave it like that.
Okay.
Because back then she wasn't a police officer during those times. She was like, like Cody, she was a ruffian. She
Yeah,
just
she was just a
did what
rebel.
she did, and she just fucking beat up people pointlessly until she found good that she can, help out in her own way. And
Oh,
based on the
just a lot
information,
of 80s movies in general.
yeah, based on the information I have accumulated on the wiki, I'm only going on the wiki. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
gone any further than that. There is speculation from official artwork, as you made mention, that she was with Chun Li doing aerobics and whatnot. There is slight indication that Chun Li may have taken her as her student
Yeah,
to
like that's
learn
why
a
she
few of
knows
her
the lightning
moves.
legs, or at
Mm-hmm.
least her own variation of it.
Right,
And
and they also joined the police force around the same time.
okay,
So, respectively, Chun Li and her country, and respectively in Metro City, which is technically like, different Capcom New York,
yeah,
But that happened. And also, there's other stuff here saying that, what you call it? She normally eats Vietnamese restaurants with instant noodles, which is mad random as fuck. And also, it is Capcom's version of Blaze that was introduced in Streets of Rage. So she's technically the version of for Capcom. So she kind of mimics Blaze in a sense.
feels like that,
So that's a little
especially with
weird.
like the blue color scheme compared to the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, um, I'm just seeing over the web where like people's like reactions to her, they just don't know who she is. Her super is weak. Like, it not to call people out like you said, but it seems like Max didn't know who she was either.
Wow.
Cause like he didn't catch any of her references.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't know things because they haven't really played the series.
Yeah, they just know the first game, and I know the first game for a lot of people is the best one anyway. But I
Mm-hmm.
do think like the other games had something to give, if not for their story, their bosses, or their characters.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, again, not many people is gonna know who is what because of the fact that, again, a lot of these people joined on the train kind of late when it came to Street Fighter or the Street Fighter universe per se. They didn't really go anything further into it. So there's a lot of characters that people really never knew about. Like Abigail was one of those characters that nobody knew about.
Yeah,
Same thing with Poison. No one really knew about until like later on. So, you know, you
yeah.
have your people.
The only thing that she seems to be missing, or at least they didn't show, was the fact that she has a she has an overhead in the old games that she doesn't have here.
Well, she might have that. It's just probably something we haven't seen due to the fact that it was a very short trailer.
Yeah,
She
like
may
it
have
may
it.
not be like a special move. It may be a command normal.
Yeah, she may have it. I mean, that would be kind of nice because this is her first ever premiere in a fighting game compared to Final Fight, which is just a side-scrolling beat 'em up. So,
Set in Capcom New York, which may
yep.
be like connect. Well, it is connected to Street Fighter's world.
Yeah, it is. It is connected.
Um,
So,
yeah, I'm happy that they brought her in. I'm happy that they have her classic uh costume as well.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And she looks good to me. Like I like all the references that they did. I like how she seems to be mechanically similar to what they did with Cody, which is,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, not necessarily a bad thing. I know a lot of people was like, why is he getting auto combo? But like it's a reference.
Yeah.
Like it's not like every single character is getting an auto combo. It's just the same thing like they did with Ed and Falk. They were
Mm-hmm.
specifically designed to be the command and charge versions of characters that you already know, but simplified for uh, like newcomers. Kind
Right.
of like what they did with Guile back in the day, which they thought, okay, maybe if we make him a charge character, he'll be easier for people to play. Like they do this. Let them do it. Then it's not like they're going to make every single character that.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on her?
I mean, she's a good addition to the game in my opinion because again, it's always nice to introduce a new character into the Street Fighter universe that no one probably knew about and, give it a new take because there's always a time, if you haven't noticed, that Capcom likes to balance the ratio between the females and the guys. So they're just trying to still keep that as possible. But
I'm hearing
also,
people actually complain, like, why is there 15 girls in the game now?
that's not that serious.
It's
I
not.
mean, you guys should just not be sexist at the end of the day. Like they're just trying to bring variety to you. That's all it is at the end of the day. But my thing is, like I said, when we get to the last character shortly here, is that they're bringing back the majority of the Final Fight characters that didn't really get too much shine, with the
Yeah.
exception of Cody.
Like, I feel like Cody has to be there in order to bring out these characters now, with the way that they changed Cody for the times.
Right.
Or at
But
least
then-
they would have had to make him as part of the story, and then you would just hear people say like, "Why isn't Cody part of the game?"
Yeah, but they gotta bring back. If they already brought back Abigail, they already brought back the third character we will be showing off shortly. You have Lucia, you have Cody. We need Hagar. We need Guy. We need Sodom. We need Relento. Where they at? You bringing everyone else the fuck back? And where's Hugo? Like, come on, guys. Like,
Got the
you
big
might as
guy, right?
well.
And Abigail.
Yeah, might as well bring them. Just complete the whole final fight. Make it happen.
They just completed the entire 8 from the original Street Fighter 2. You really think they're gonna be able to put out the entire Final Fight cast?
I mean, they can. It's not like they can't. It's just, whoever is the
Director.
the guy on top making all the decisions, then sure. But like I said, I had my issues before we even started this podcast early this morning. I spoke to T-Risk about it, and I am not really liking how it's only so little content that they're giving us, and on top of that, with all this time we waited, they're making us pay for it as well. So I'm just saying they could have done better, and as I was told by speculation or rumor, however you want to take it, that they may be more footage of more content being displayed at Evo Finals, and this might have been intentional of the leak happening just to give everyone like a shocking value. But if this is what it is and this is the final thing that they have to show us, then honestly, I'll try them out, play them for like a week, and be done with Street Fighter 5 permanently. I have no reason to play this game
Not even
at
when
all.
people ask.
I mean, when people hits me up and be like, yo, let's throw down a couple matches, that's fine. But I mean like how I used to play it. Like I used to just jump on ranked by myself and play for hours.
Right.
Like that shit stops. Like there's no more of that. Like only like when people want to get on and again, there's gonna be a little hype train with playing with the 3 new characters. That's just a given. And once that week or month passes by, this shit's gonna die.
Yeah.
Real quick.
That was me and well, it was me and Falk and also Colleen, which
Yep.
came out as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was enough to make me stick around. Like every other stupid thing that they were doing between all that is what got me to like leave.
Right.
And just the nature of the way fights are supposed to play out. Also, it was just like the final nail in the coffin for me. I just didn't like the way the game wanted you to win a match.
Yeah, it's just very I I wouldn't say very difficult to learn. It's just like I said, there's a lot of mechanics in the game that people would want to return, add more to the game so the game could stay healthy in the sense of more competition, making better online, which apparently Street Fighter has not been able to do for a long time. And yeah, there's other games that out trumps it when it comes to netcode. Like a lot of people would say Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
Some people would say Third
Killer
Strike
Instinct came
Online
before it.
Edition. Yep. What else was a good netcode experience for
Was it
online?
MKX? After they
Yeah,
fixed it?
yep. MKX, MK11. You know, there's a few games out there that just has really solid netcode, and it plays very well. But it's just something that Capcom always seems to fail because yeah, you're catering to a lot of the pro circuit or esports players, but you're not really conforming to your general audience, which is the casual players. Sometimes people just want an arcade mode that came very late. Sometimes people just want an online mode. They have yet to fix the network latency issues that people are having regarding the game. And yeah, if you have a good connection, you live within less than 100 miles from the opponent, yeah, you'll have a fun fight. But if you're 100 miles away on Wi-Fi and you have a shitty computer or a shitty, you know, just like I said, internet connection with that Wi-Fi, the experience will vary. That's why I hope they had addressed that within this trailer. But again, once we round off the end of the final character, I'll go more in depth with that.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because like MKX was able to turn it around when they just fixed the netcode, and just like a patch ago, Smash Bros. Also was working on its netcode after they already worked on it like twice already. So it's totally possible for them to just work on their netcode little by little and try to improve it even just the slightest. But they refuse to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And like the games that you don't expect to have them say they're going to go and fix the netcode and then they do it are the ones fixing their netcode right now. Samurai Showdown also fixed their netcode within a week.
Right.
So why can't Street Fighter 5 do this in the last 4 years now?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of ridiculous.
It is. But again, they do try to do a lot of outsourcing when it comes to things that they don't know how to do. I mean, yeah, they know how to put out great content, like, Capcom, the company. But there's different branches that do work on different games.
Yeah,
And some
like
people do a really good job and some people just don't.
for a lot of people, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 7, are spot on, and for a lot of people, it's Devil May Cry that is spot on, or
Oh,
Monster
yeah.
Hunter that's spot on, but like that's just apparently different branches, and anything that comes out of Capcom's handheld division seems to be really good.
Right.
So I just don't know. When it comes to their fighting games, it seems to be a whole different story. Because we had this issue with this game, and we had this issue with Marvel Infinite, and then we're seeing this shift where if something's not working or something's not good, companies are like, okay, you're right. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's give it a shot. If you guys are willing to give us another chance. And Capcom is like, okay, we're just scrapping it now.
Yep.
When I saw this when the Mega Man crossover game was announced years back, and so many people were saying, "Don't bring this over. We don't want this." That they was like, "Okay," and they didn't bring it over. Meanwhile, like over in Japan, they never fixed the game's issues. So ever since that, I'm seeing just a trend with certain Capcom games where if it doesn't work, we're just scrapping it after we get as much money as we can out of it, and that's
Yeah.
kind of bad because now you're going to set a for president precedent uh, for uh, for doing this sort of thing from now on, especially with other companies. Like we see this with Bethesda as well. Not to call them out on it, but it's bad. We
Yeah.
started to see this again, but just like we were seeing, um, this not the season. Well, yes, the season passes, but also the online passes. Years back on the
Hmm.
PlayStation 3, you let one person do it, and then suddenly everyone's doing it.
It's true.
So I kind of don't want companies to just give up on a product, just said and done, because it's a product. You're supposed to make people happy with the product. If you get all this customer like dissatisfaction out of it, you're supposed to see what's wrong and either recall it or fix it. And
Hmm.
since these aren't like cars where you just recall them, you just fix them online and see if it helps. And at least try once or twice. And if it just doesn't work, then it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
At
but they
least you can
should.
say you tried. You know?
Yeah, but they're very quick to just scrap games and try something else that
Yeah.
would work in their own favor. But
Um, it saddens me that I learned the other day that there was a possible Mega Man Soft Force 4 that didn't
hmm
get worked on because just I don't know, people just didn't like it, I guess, because it wasn't Battle
hmm
Network, and it was going to tie into Battle Network a bit more because they were starting to do that with like the second and third game, and then the crossover game that they did, and it seemed like this was going to be like the big story thing of how it ties into it, kind of like how I guess Mega Man 03 was,
right.
where it just tied into a lot of what happened after X,
hmm
and we're not going to get that. So that just makes me sad. Not to just go off on a tangent like that.
Mm. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you want to showcase the last character that was revealed in that trailer. Based on what I've seen on social media, a lot of people were very hyped that this character made it back into the Street Fighter universe as a playable character. My personal opinion, it's like whatever to me because you know, poison's just poison at the end of the
I'm
day.
gonna be honest with you. I'm just disappointed that it's poison
Mm-hmm.
because I saw the interactions that Abigail has with Roxy, and I've
Mm-hmm.
always liked Roxy's color scheme more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad it's not Roxy. I'm also even more sad that it's not something that they could have done where V Trigger 1 is Poison and V Trigger 2 is Roxy.
I see where you're coming from with that, but a lot of the stuff that she's doing and a lot of the outfits that she does have is coming from the game, and it's also coming from a lot of the Udon comics. So
Yeah. I was
that
gonna say,
that's
like,
what
what
some people don't.
isn't this one of them from the comics, like the dress? And also I think one of them is also from the win, not the win, the Raging Demon that she has in the Final Fight game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's mostly where all these references are coming from, with Poison at least. But again, she's not a new character to a lot of people because again, you did feature her in Ultra Street Fighter 4, and you
And
also
Turn
had
Crush
her
Street
in
Fighter.
yep, you also had her in two games.
Well, Street Fighter for a second.
Right.
Either way. Um, but other than that, I'll just talk objectively about her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I like this one a bit more than the ones that we had before because her her I guess figure is closer to that from the actual sprites,
Okay.
and also like the skin tone as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like I like how the hair is also just all wild and crazy like it was in the original game as well. So like
Right.
like she's a walk-in reference in that sense. Uh, where did the whip come from?
Well, the whip she always had within Final Fight. Always had it.
It wasn't the
Like
riot
you.
crop.
Mm-mm. No. She always had the whip because at one point people would normally see her. She would have like that little stick thing with the little leather
The riot
paddle,
crop.
right? And that was in the first game. But then if you play the other Final Fights, when you've seen her, she also carries a whip and the Riotcom. Like it mixes it up. But she does have both weapons, and again, also within the Udon comics, and if people read the Street Fighter Unlimited comics, you'll notice that she uses a whip.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I didn't read much into those. I mostly like stuck with it for the Darkstalkers crossover thing. That was really fun.
oh, okay.
Yeah, for anyone that did read that, like, give it a shot if you're a Darkstalkers fan. There's enough going on in it for a Darkstalkers fan, at least. It's not the
Right.
best. Like, the each other's solo comic is a lot better, but
Mm-hmm.
it's fun for a crossover comic.
Right. And on
Outside of
top of
that,
that, she's like, she's just one of those characters that people just like because of the way how she looks. And that, to me, that's a little bit kind of like, why would you want her only just because of the way how she looks? Because what, she's a busty character? Like, that's it? And you don't like her because of like what she can do as like fighting
we
mechanics?
have plenty of those. Like, look what they do in Jury. Like, we have like 6 cup sizes in this game.
Yeah. It's always something different. So, I mean, again, I don't really mind Poison either, but I expected a lot more. I just felt like, okay, you could have gave us at least 9 characters. Ash is me. Again, I don't make the game. I didn't give Capcom any more of my money, but I would like to have 9 characters. You could have did whatever the fuck you wanted, which was this trailer. Release 6 more that you could have planned out for the following year. Take your time with them. No rush. Give us new mechanics. Fix the netcode. Give us something that we could probably appreciate, and make it free
Yeah.
for all the fuckery that you've put people through within waiting and falsely giving us season 4, but only Kage that we still had to pay for.
Yeah. I I'm still like very disappointed with certain aspects of this game. Like I thought we should have got a new costume for each character every year for free.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like what is it, the battle costumes. I wish we got a new battle costume every year.
Mm-hmm.
Cause those were fine. I didn't mind like spending the fight money on them.
Yeah.
Um, and it would have been a way to have a money sink for fight money to get
Mm-hmm.
people engaged into want to play and have a reason to keep playing because they want to get the costume every year for their character or
Right.
characters. So at least that would be something for relatively free for the community to just get.
Mm-hmm.
Because there really isn't anything you can just get for free that is something that you can actively use while fighting. Like
Right.
you can't get stages for free. You can't get colors for free.
Mm-mm.
You you can't get like new taunts or anything for free, like how you could in either other fighting games or like other free to play model games. And I
Mm-hmm.
know this game is not a free to play model, but like they're doing free to play model stuff in this game with the way that like they're not making packs like they used to that were a theme, and you got
Mm-hmm.
a theme pack for every single character that was in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they did stuff like that again, because that was great in 4. That was great when Dead or Alive 5 was doing it consistently, and then they stopped. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and just other games in general.
Yeah, that's also a given that every company has to fit the business model of how to make money despite what they're releasing or
Oh,
giving away and stuff like that. That's why I'm kind of like, you already took a good portion of your time to make this game. You took also a good portion of time to sit there and make half a year with just outfits. I don't know who the fuck would want outfits at this point. I think a lot of people would rather have characters, mechanics, better online, and something that else that we can have. The costumes I can actually live without. It does kind of like preference some people's fancy when it comes to picking their character so they can like dress them up in a sense, but not many people go for that. Some people still to this day play with the regular ass outfit that the character originally had came out with.
guilty as charged. I love the cop costume for Chun-Li. And when costumes were like, it seemed going at a steady pace, but was a
Hmm.
standard steady pace, I wasn't
Yeah.
worried about getting a new costume for Chun-Li every so often. Because I saw like other characters getting their costumes. So I figured, I can splurge on a costume for Chun-Li this time. She's my favorite character. Uh, Let me give back to the game because like the game's pretty solid at this point. I want to like do my part to like help,
Hmm.
and I didn't know it was going to go this downward spiral of like, hey, you want to help the game? Get this Evo Pass. What the heck was I doing before then when I was buying your costumes?
Yeah.
So, so there's that, and I'm also a little disappointed at the fact that there's no new characters. And what I mean, like, there's no new original characters that are being made for this game that are part of the Street Fighter lore, Street Fighter story. Like we got Lucia, yeah, she's new in terms of being put in a Street Fighter game, but she's still an old character.
Yeah, they're using old references of the Street Fighter universe. There hasn't really been unique new characters unless if you want to talk about the
Like
four that got introduced in four.
yeah, like you see how we got Sakura, Sagat, uh, G, and Blanca and Falk.
Mm. And you also got this guy. What the fuck is his name? So
Yeah, but did we get them
the
that
Strider
season pass?
character, the Strider character guy.
We got him a little bit before, but like for that season pass, you see how we just got those characters, and like
Mhm.
okay, we got we got a bunch of old characters and these two new characters.
Mhm.
I kind of want that again, even if it's just one new character. Like the fifth character is the new character for the game, because they've been coming out with pretty solid new ideas. I'm not big on G, but a lot of people seem to like this guy. So it looks like they were doing good stuff with that. And I was hoping that maybe we have gotten like E Honda, Roxy, Lucia, and maybe like Sean, and then we got a new character.
Mhm.
And this would just be a way to like, okay, we got all of these old like OGs back in the game, yes. We got some of these like ones that we were added every so often, but like kind of just maybe use them once. Like instead of poison, I would have rather they had brought Hakan back,
Mhm.
cause
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're going to use poison again. They already used poison twice. Let Hakan get like love. He was a character people actually did like from that game. Um, or even Abel, cause I'm still waiting for Abel.
Mhm.
And I would have wanted a new character. Or maybe these three and another character. Well, I guess we got Kage earlier, right? To start off this
Yeah.
season. So yeah, maybe
Mhm.
like just one new character that was just brand new. Cause I'm sure it must get tiresome, like just redoing the same moves over and over and over, and like maybe add like one new thing on top of it. Like let them actually get the chance to make something new again. Because
Mm-hmm.
these new concepts are really interesting to me. Like I love Ed and Falk's core philosophy of being made, and I do think they work. I want to see new stuff like that again, where we just get a brand new type of fighter, because this is the only way we're going to get new type of fighters in fighting games if we don't see anything new. Otherwise, we're just going to keep seeing the same tired fighting styles that people love or hate.
That's true. That's true. But we'll see. Like I said, we still have Evo upon us. For you guys that lives East Coast, it is right now 3:40 p.m. Eastern time, and Evo officially starts tomorrow
Oh,
at
does it
10
now?
a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, yeah, we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out because I know today they're getting their passes. There's a couple events like I think there might be a bar fight happening on someone's stream tonight around I think 10 o'clock Eastern time.
You might want to tell people that's like a fighting game thing and not an actual bar fight.
No. They should know. Like, if you guys was within the FGC and you know what Evo is about, then you should know what I might be talking about. Bar fights is normally a name that what would I use? Cross Counter, the company Cross Counter, which is Gutex, and he would normally host a series of events right the day before Evo, just to enticing people and make them have fun or whatever. Not sure if that's going down, but if it does, I'll let people know on my Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, Evo's tomorrow all the way to Sunday. I have my issues with the roster, but I'll watch
Speaking
it here and there.
speaking of excellent adventures,
Hmm.
do you think a certain Mike Ross is going to come out of the shadows or wherever cave that he's in now that Honda's in the
Um,
game?
don't get me wrong, like he's been around. Like as of recently, he was just last recently seen on Flow's stream
Okay.
not long ago, just playing a bunch of random fighting games. Like they was playing like CVS2 and stuff like that. But I'm not sure. I haven't really heard anything like on social media of Mike Ross quoting the trailer. I'm pretty sure he has seen it. I'm not sure if he's interested in coming back solely because of his character has returned into the Street Fighter universe. But mainly what concerns me is does he even care about the FGC wanting to still play it, be a part of it because he's been laying low, he's been doing him, he's been relaxing, so who knows if he does come back, welcome back, Mike. You've been missed by a lot of people.
Yep.
And if you do make your tournament debut back with E Honda for future tournaments, hey, the best of luck to you. But no one's forcing you to come back. So yeah,
Yeah, like no one's bringing out signs at Evo saying bring back Ross.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did some crazy shit like that.
And
But
if I was well known, I would have done that.
but yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, it's still up in the air for him to speak on it. I'm pretty sure he has seen it by now because when news broke out, everyone fucking heard it. So I'm pretty sure he's seen it. Okay. So yeah, I guess do you want to do an overall general consensus of what you thought of the actual leak trailer?
Uh, the overall leak trailer?
Yeah, overall, like if it's entirety, like whether if it's presentation, the choice of characters, Like your overall opinion on it. Do you think this was a good call on Capcom to do, or do you feel like they could have done something more? Or
As far as the trailer itself is concerned, I do like the references that they use, like the old uh, very first game's sprite art for the character selection screen, along
mm-hmm.
with uh, the timer countdown.
Okay.
I do like the fact, like someone pointed this out, that the two characters that E Honda fights are the ones that he fought in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a nice callback. They've been doing stuff like that lately. I do like I do like to get straight to a point with what the characters can now newly do, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not too fast where like you just lose track of everything that's going on, because they did that with the G trailer and there was just so much he was doing at once that you really couldn't catch what he was doing.
Right.
As for the Lucia part of the trailer, good to know that he's still drawing in this style and Capcom doesn't give him time to draw
Mm-hmm.
this stuff out, because if if he's anything, he's consistent. But I don't really like. That is Hagar in the back? Wow, he looks tiny.
Yeah.
Um, I do like that the new Final Fight stage is a cage match area. That's cool,
Okay.
and you can see the skyscrapers that I guess Rolento was on.
Yeah.
So that's a cool callback. I also do just like the references of all the characters in the background as well. Uh, I like that they do reference Cody and Lucia's history together as well, and
Mm-hmm.
I assume this is also going to play into Poison later on in the story. I would
Possibly.
I would still like to see uh, if she does have any other additional moves, because she seems to be doing a lot of new things.
Yeah, she has a lot of new moves
Yeah, like
compared to what she had previously.
compared to E Honda, like she's doing a whole lot more new stuff, and that may just be the fact that she has a new weapon compared to her old one.
Mm-hmm. That could definitely be it.
Uh, Again, like the characters are fighting other characters that they are connected to.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucia fought Abigail because he is part of, or was part of, Bad Gear. Roxy is fighting Cody because of their history together.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, like that's all nice. I'm loving what people are calling Honda's Yakuza clothes.
Yeah, they're
That's
automatically throwing him like for Yakuza, but we don't know why he even has that. I guess we'll find out as we get into that little 5 minute short of a story.
like the series still takes in uh it still takes place in Capcom 80s land. Like for all we know, that could be like his Miami Vice looking costume.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
well,
the Street Fighter
yeah.
series is caught in this strange time bubble
Mm-hmm.
where like yeah we have like cell phones and all this other like high tech stuff, but like a lot of the aesthetics of the game is very old school.
Right.
I'm also not liking Lucia's like story costume, but I need to know what in the world that's about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll figure it out, like I said, as we get these three characters in our hands and whatnot.
Uh, and am I wrong in thinking that uh Poison's summer costume is Ease? What is his name? Big E?
It's
The
a
cop.
reference. It's a reference. It's a reference to it.
Okay. I do like the battle costume, the pinstripe suit,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
none
she
of this
looks
is
like a crazy. fucking Harley Quinn in a sense with that pinstripe suit.
Speaking of, a lot of people are calling Lucia's voice direction as Harley Quinn like what do you feel about the absurd like Brooklyn accent that she has, or New York accent, I guess,
I mean, I really don't mind it because Street Fighter is always
over the
known
top.
to have over the top voices and butchiness and stuff like that. I don't really pay attention too much to the voices per se because I always pre-default them to Japanese. At the end of the day, I can give two shits less about the American voices, but I don't have a problem with it honestly for hearing it from the trailers, so on and so forth. I don't have an issue with any character's voice that they chose for the voice actors and so on. But I guess my overall opinion, as I was saying within the, the beginning and the midpoint of showing off the leak that they had done for early this morning, it felt like it could have been more, and it felt like it was a huge lackluster because it would have been better presented if it was at the grand stage of Evo.
Of course.
And again, I just wish there was more to this, and I hope that there is. Due to
There's another thing. The layout of Metro City is the one from the game as well. I totally forgot that.
yeah,
I totally forgot that
yeah.
as I was
is.
talking, but like, please continue.
Yeah. So I just wish that there was more. Slinky Jim has asked, "Are you sad for Ono?" No,
No.
I am not sad. I am not sad. I'm not upset. It's just I just want more. That's just it. Like every other person out there would say the same thing. You do have those.
This is
Yeah.
nice. Really nice presentation. I wish there was more.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wish you did this 4 months ago.
Yeah, and I just hope that the simplicity of the general audience do appreciate this trailer because apparently people was losing their minds with Honda and Poison. There wasn't really too much like hype for Lucia. But again, when they get their hands on the DLC, which you have to pay $5.99 per character, so that's $15 for all three with their added costumes and colors and blah blah blah. But yet, you do not get the stage with this. You will have to buy the stage separately, so that's even more money.
Yep.
But yeah,
Because why
that's
would you get the Final Fight stage with the Final Fight characters?
yeah. So I'm just hoping that there's more to it. And again, if Capcom doesn't have anything else to show, and this is it, this is all that they can offer the fans, then like I said, I will kindly step down. I will no longer be playing ranked matches on this game, and I would only play casually from time to time. And yeah, Ono said that he wasn't gonna make it. I don't know if that's true or not because he tends to troll a lot. So we'll find out when it happens, I guess. But yeah, was there something else that you wanted to discuss? I think it was the Mortal Kombat 11 Nightwolf reveal trailer.
Yes, I did see that yet. So I'll be looking at it now.
I've seen the trailer, so I won't say nothing, and I will let you watch it for the first time. And then I guess we'll discuss about it after.
You were with Kano,
The job needed fast hands.
and they defiled Matokan lands. Fight!
So it looks like he came out of Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
So I have absolutely no idea about like Nightwolf at all? So is he from Earthrealm?
Yes.
Then why in the world does he look like this?
I don't know. But he's definitely from Earthrealm. He's definitely one of the heroes. I guess they'll explain it. Okay, we have his first fatality.
Oh. Okay.
Fatality. Nightwolf wins.
I like the closer for this, as you'll see in a minute.
Okay, that is nice. That is nice.
Love the closer for that. So, if you read into it more, that you'll get a character, you'll get the skins on August 13th. But what they didn't show, which was on, believe on a different trailer or it got accidentally leaked, that there's something to be happening on the 21st of August.
Oh, okay.
So that might be something to where maybe every character will be shown. So we're not too sure, but definitely NetherRealm Studios has been on top of things when it comes to reveals and pushing very hard to make sure that, you know, it's worth the watch of presentation. So as of what you saw in this trailer, what do you initially think of Nightwolf?
He looks, well, he plays cooler, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he looks cooler. Again, like, this is also one of those things where you gotta be a bit touchy on making Native American characters. So I'm not sure what he's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, okay, now he doesn't look like a Native American stereotype. But at the same time, do people want him to look a bit more Native American-like?
You were with Kano.
I mean, I'm not too sure, because, I mean, he still has a Native American look, but it's kind of, like, tweaked up to where
Like,
it's, like...
It's in his face and it's in his tats, or, like, his, war paint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not in his overall design anymore.
No, I mean, it might be, like, an updated look within his design for a specific reason. I know for a fact that they will have costumes to change him back to his Native American style look, so on and so forth. And there also has been talks. I don't know if you've been paying attention to either Twitter or Facebook, but the creator of Killer Instinct for the 2013 version,
Yeah.
also the guy who does the thing for Xbox, I can't remember his name. Yeah, but anyways, the spokesperson for Xbox had talks with NetherRealm Studios and asking if it's okay that they can use Chief Thunder's outfit from KI as an outfit for Nightwolf.
Oh. Okay.
And they said that they will gladly do it. It's not a problem. It'll be a good homage. So that might end up happening. So in the future, probably not now, but probably in the future, you'll probably see Chief Thunder in the game being, you know, moved around as Nightwolf. So.
Okay. That
And,
would be really cool.
Yeah. And another thing I've noticed with his battle gear, it looks like it came off of something. From, like, something from the NetherRealm itself. Because if you look at it, it has teeth, and then the back of, like, the helmet, it has, like, little, like wing
feathers
flaps
and such.
and feathers and shit, yeah. So it seems like it came from something.
Oh, like
And
he just picked up all this stuff?
Right. So, like, if you
Like
was
the
to, like,
hunt
pause it... Yeah, if you pause it when it gets like in a
Job needed
close-up
fast
perspective of
And
Nightwolf,
they defile
like right there,
Mm-hmm.
you see that it has teeth, it has eyes, it has the wings, and it has like little stuff to it. So I mean, again, it's kind of too early to say like what it can be, but based on looking at it from like a side angle, I can just be that guy and just be like, oh, that looks like Reptile from the Mortal Kombat 1 movies design, and they just like ripped his ass apart and he's just wearing him. I mean, again, it's just speculation. I don't know really what it is. So, could be that.
Yeah. Like, I like his. I just don't like the helmet. The helmet just looks way too much like a bike helmet for my taste for this character. And like, they're doing that for a lot of characters, where like they got these weird looking helmets that just look stupid, in my opinion. Like, I don't like Scarlet's. I don't like one of I want to say it's. I want to say it's Sub-Zero's. I want to say it's Sub-Zero's
Okay.
like helmet or mask, like the first one he has. Like, I don't really like that one too much.
Uh-huh.
I think it might be his like his whatever his act Lang. I think it's that design, like where he's just wearing like the helmet and not like the entire mask. It's that one. And
Okay.
some of the other ninjas and such, like I just don't like the helmets in this game. And this one is a very weird helmet to me. Like I don't really like this one too much. It looks like a bike helm. Like the rest of his body, like he looks like he came out of Mad Max. And I do appreciate like these gauntlets that he has with like a bunch of tools on them, and just all of his weapons that's on his back and such. Cause wasn't he just a character that used like energy weapons? So now like he actually has a real tomahawk. He has a real like machete or cutlass. It's nice. Like I like the actual physical weapons that he has now. And I do like that they're embracing weapons again. Because I do feel like it does help with the identity of the game. Because you could only like break someone's knees or like snap someone's neck so many times. So the weapons definitely like help give the characters like a bit more personality. So it's nice. I do appreciate that.
Right.
As for his moves, I can't really tell you because I don't play Mortal Kombat. But I do remember him having the shoulder tackle, and I remember him having like the arrows, I think.
Yeah, that was 2 moves that he did have in the original games. I mean, there's a lot of references from like all the games of Mortal Kombat, especially with the animals that you see here. It's very good references to MK3 and UMK3 for the animality. So
Oh,
that was
okay.
pretty cool.
Like he has
that
the
they
bear,
kept
the
it in
wolf,
there.
and the crow.
And I think the eagle.
Oh, eagle. Okay.
Yeah, and so that's pretty good references. He still has the lightning. That's still in the game.
Matoka
Arrow,
lands.
shoulder tackle. Still has some of his original combos that he does with the axe and stuff like that. I mean, he has some new moves as well from what I've seen. Excuse me, but yeah, he's still retaining a lot of his
It
moves.
looks
And
like the bear gives him like armor and strength.
yeah, probably defense and attack, and probably the wolf gives him speed and something else, and the bird is probably just a projectile of some sort, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like the wolf gives him like a bit more speed or something. And the bird's just a projectile. Because it doesn't seem like he did anything with the bird other than just send it in someone's direction.
Yeah, but it also gave him a stun lock, and he also still has the projectile parry, which he basically glows green and it bounces off of him. So again, there's a lot of things that they kept in the game, and there's a lot of new stuff that they added as well. which is pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, Nightwolf is looking pretty good so far. I just honestly can't wait to see how Sindel plays or how Spawn plays or any of
Yeah,
the other two
I'm looking
characters.
more forward to Spawn and Sindel, to be
You
honest.
know, yeah, a lot of people is waiting for Spawn.
Well, of course, he's been a long time coming for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just see if he actually fits in this series as much as people say he would, or not. Because I feel like he could also easily just fit in Injustice as well. Maybe under, like, obviously, a much lighter tone, but I think he could as well.
Yeah, it's definitely possible to fit Spawn in a few
I
games
don't see why
actually.
he could be in both, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was the other characters that we're getting? Oh, right, we're going to be getting Ash from Evil Dead and Terminator.
Well, that is supposedly iffy because now they're saying that the guy who does the voice acting for Ash the Evil Dead saying that they haven't hit him
Bruce
up.
Campbell.
Yeah, they have hit him up and he was not told of anything or whatever. So they kind of debunked that Ash is not going to be an MK. But again, that is still to be rumor. And with Terminator, that's more likely to happen, but we'll see.
But all the Terminator stuff that's just happened this year, like it's gotta, right?
Yeah,
And like it really did sound like one, the Terminator theme, and two, the Terminator sound effect.
yeah, Terminator sound effect, but then you also heard a chainsaw revving on blood. But again, there's a lot of movies that consist of that same effect.
Yeah, like
Besides
it could be
Ash,
Leatherface again or something.
it could be Leatherface. It can be a whole array of characters. It can be a lot.
Hmm.
It's a bit
Oh,
hard.
it could also be Doom Guy.
Yeah,
It could also be just Doomslayer, because he too can also really fit well in a Mortal Kombat setting.
yeah, it could be that too. That would throw people
Way
way
off.
left field. Yeah, that would be way left field, but it's definitely possible. So I don't know. I mean, we have a few more weeks ahead of us to find out whether who will be in what game
Oh yes, the
and
Spawn movie too. Yes, I'm aware of it.
stuff. So again, this is just stuff that we're just speculating right now for the other two characters. We don't really know, but yeah, hopefully to see Spawn and Sindel pretty soon. Probably maybe at Evo, maybe.
Would be
I'm not
nice.
sure. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to add on to it. Like I don't know if you want to talk about your what ifs of stuff that might be released for trailers at Evo on finals day or
Uh, I think we're going to get another new character for Grand Blue Fantasy. I think we're going to see uh the next character for Dissidia, and
mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll be playable anytime soon. I just think we'll see them, and I think we will see. I think we'll see a brand new fighting game for Arc System. From Arc System Works. I think we'll see
Oh
one.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Well, for me, what I would like is to tell us what's going on with Dragon Ball Fighters. A lot of people is in question of. There's rumors once again that Janemba is in the game based on the leak that
Janemba.
happened in.
I think we'll see Janemba.
Yeah, I think Nintendo UK or Nintendo Europe, whichever.
Mhm.
They apparently leaked Janemba for the price of $6.
Okay.
And I would like to know the status on the other last two characters from the Dragon Ball Broly Super movie.
Broly and Gogeta.
Yeah, I would like to know what's going on with that. Some people say that this is the last character and the DLC season pack, which I believe is bullshit. But again, we'll see. Tekken, I hope they release more new characters, even though Harada said that he has nothing planned.
He also said that last year.
He did. He definitely did. I hope Capcom has something up their sleeve, whether if it's a new IP or something. And I just hope that we can see just, just more news in general for the other games being played, like MK11, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue Cross Tag. I heard that, again, with Cross Tag Battle, there was rumors that Senra Kagura characters might be in the game. Not sure how true that is.
Just want Guilty Gear characters in the game, man.
But,
that or game like Guilty Gear crossover fighting game with Blaze Blue, please.
Well, they need to do it correctly. I just wish that Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle was better with adding all their moves and just making them play how they play in their own universe and just make a tag system and that's it. The game would have been so godlike. I would have been on it every day, but yeah, they fucked that up for me. What else? Sam Show, I hope we're able to get the August free DLC character early. I hope we do, because she's going to be playable at EVO.
Oh, maybe Ruru?
Yeah. She's going to be playable at EVO.
I would like to see the other characters, like in game, like fighting.
That might
At least
happen.
give a trailer for that.
That might happen. Also, Max wanted on his wish list that they reveal KOF 15. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I really want this again. Yeah, I really want a new KOF game every year.
So, we'll see how that goes.
Let Samurai Showdown breathe first, please.
Yeah.
Like, give it some time.
It's the same thing I said, but we shall see. And
I'm fully aware that like art fighting and what's the other one? What's the other fighting game that they have?
out of the SNK,
Yeah,
you
Art
have
Fighting.
Kings of Fighters, Art of Fighting. You have 3.
What's Terry's game?
Yeah, Fatal Fury.
Oh, Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
I kept trying to call it Final Fight, but yes, Fatal Fury. It's apparent that those aren't going to be continuing.
No, I don't think Fatal Fury is
Those are
going to be
just going to
continuing.
live on in KOF.
Yeah,
And,
KOF.
and honestly, I'm really okay with that because the characters are alive, so they can come up with a bunch of new stories evolved around that without having to break out new characters that are villains for people to fight. And
Right.
KOF is still really good at making side stories continue on from game to game. So I think it's totally fine. They could just continue with that. And I actually am really curious as to what this arc is going to do, because this will be the first arc since '97 that I would follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters games get a remaster. I'm aware of that too. Still need to play 14 more. I like 14. Just it's very hard to get people to play it that aren't in a Discord.
Yeah, like I have the game, I haven't the other characters that came out after Rock Howard, so I would have to get the time and see if I can just get the other characters, give it another go, and whatnot.
The fighting games that's really out right now. I would love if Sega just showed up and was like, we bring it back Virtua Fighter.
Oh my fucking god. You know how many people would lose their shit for that?
Yeah. Either that, look, either make your own game or please cross over with DOA again and just make a DOA Virtua Fighter game.
A lot of people actually want Virtua Fighter versus Tekken.
I would prefer Virtua Fighter versus Street Fighter and Tekken cross KOF, which they are already doing, but for a mobile game. So, but that's just me, because I feel like those games fit each other's universes more. And and like DOA is this weird middle ground where like they could just put whatever fight game that they want, and they're pretty good at making the characters feel good to play, and also respecting the characters a lot.
Right.
Like I'm a little weirded out that they used Cooler Diamond. I would have rather like Terry or something, or maybe Rio. Actually, no, not Rio. Which is the other one? The Ken one.
The Ken.
It's the Ken character. It was Rio, and it was the other one. Like
Robert.
Robert. That's what it is. I think Robert would work really well in that game because they could have a lot of fun with making his moves and making all of his costumes.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be able to do that.
And they're pretty good at making fireballs work in that game without making it go too crazy, like how they did with what's his name, Geese Howard. Yeah, because Geese Howard is nuts in Tekken with that. But I guess that's fine because he combos from his fireballs all the time in KOF games to begin with. So I guess that's just the very nature of the character at this point. But Tekken is good at making characters feel like the way they are. Like, I played Akuma that one time, and Akuma feels about as heavy as he does in Street Fighter. And like his moves come out at relatively around the same time as well, so it kind of felt one-to-one.
Right. Okay.
Of course, like sidestep is still an issue for me, but like once you actually like landing hits, he feels really good.
Okay, so do you have anything else that you want to add on to this, or?
Add onto this list of Evo games that I'm looking forward to. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that they're still working on that Grand Blue Fantasy game, I would expect Guilty Gear. Either that or maybe the Blaze Blue, because they said they still want to continue with Blaze Blue in a way. But like the Ragnar arc is done, so they'll be doing something else. Quite frankly, I think they could be done with the series. Like it's done, in my opinion. Like they don't have to go and do anything else with it.
Right.
But if they want to come back to it, I guess that's fine.
It's definitely
Just
possible too.
Just no more waifu bait in the game, please. It got serious after a while, man. It got really serious after a while. We're like, okay, you just need to stop.
Right.
What other games out there? I would love if there was a Darkstalkers, but that ain't happening. I would love if there's a Rival Schools, but that ain't happening. Like those are the two games I want to see from Capcom again. If not, please just bring them into Street Fighter at this point. I don't care anymore. I just want to see something done with these games. Golly, get Marvel. Stop holding on to that dream, Max. How about just say that now? Stop holding on to that dream. The dream is dead. Just stop holding on to the idea of Marvel's coming back. Because Marvel is doing great on every other single avenue except Marvel vs. Capcom. Why in the world would Disney want to come back to this?
Hey, you know, shit can happen. Shit can happen.
Well, after hearing that whole like dev kit thing from Filipino Champ, where it had 61 characters or something like that on deck, ready to be made, like that just makes me sad and frustrated at Capcom's stupid decision making.
Oh yeah, he definitely blew that out the water real quick.
Yeah.
Real
Like, how
quick.
many characters do we have? Like, less,
Not
like
that
about
many.
20 or less?
Less. At less.
If there's 61 characters, could you at least make 30?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. 15 on each side. And
Would've
not this
been
whole,
nice.
like, okay, this game will be forever plagued with having an odd number of characters on the Marvel side.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I just look at that and it makes me think, okay, this is clearly some sort of corporate shenanigans going on in the background. Like, it'll forever be painted in my mind every single time I look at that roster screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I look at that and I say, okay, that's who was making the decisions.
Right.
I don't know. Unless SNK wants to just blow us out of the water with SNK Battle Coliseum 2. And just have a second crossover fighting game under their belt. But I don't think they ever need to do that. They just need to do KOF. And if they want to do something crazy like that, just make a dream match.
Mm.
Let's see. There's that. That's okay. I guess we might see a new character for Soul Calibur.
It's a possibility.
Because we're supposed to be getting new characters for that still.
Mm-hmm.
And no one really has caught my eye just yet outside of 2B. And even then, I wasn't feeling 2B that much. And getting utterly destroyed by 2B didn't help either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, like you want characters to be strong so that people want to buy the characters. But it can have the same opposite effect if I keep losing to that character. And not in a good way.
Yeah. That is true.
What other companies big stuff? Why not another Pipe Dream Fist of the North Star 2? How do you get that? Or a remaster of it?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
And if I get a remaster of that game that's like has online netcode, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I really want to learn that game. It was a lot of fun playing it over by you. Oh,
Yeah.
For people that don't know, I was over there. What was it, last week?
I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I was over there. And you should go and catch that stream on his YouTube channel. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was definitely a nice little surprise that
Yeah.
both T-Risk and Shin Raven passing by to my neck of the woods, and we played a lot of games
Played a lot of
offline.
games. Like, we spent most of our time on Rumblefish because of shit.
Well, yeah, that was due to his negligence of wanting to play Rumblefish 2 a lot, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I would call him out on that for like at least a year, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun watching you guys play, and then when we came back, we played a lot of stuff on stream. I think we played Overcooked
We played
and
Overcooked and
Mario Party. And then you left, and then when you left, I think me and Shin played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then we played Capcom vs. SNK 2,
Yeah,
and
I
then
did
he ended
catch
up
a
leaving.
bit of the SNK 2 stuff. I need to go and rewatch it.
Yeah, but that's on stream, so you could definitely watch it. I think we turned off the camera at that point because it was like, come on, like it's getting late. People's like, wanting to go to bed, so. Then Shin left, and then stream was done. So it was like a good 3-4 hour stream.
Okay.
So that was pretty legit.
Man, I forgot my gin.
Yeah.
fine. It was fine. I'll definitely try to come back in August.
Yeah, like I said, we'll try to definitely have another meetup, and let's just say for your stream at least that we are planning a future meetup. We're probably gonna go closer to both T-Risk and Shin Raven's
Really?
general vicinity. Yeah, we already started making plans for that. So we may be either in Newark or probably a little bit up from Newark, and we'll probably have another hangout. But we'll be out there for 3 days. So
3 days. Wow.
yeah, so you have more than enough time to come through, hang out as long as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to get that to happen.
Okay. I think now is a good time to close off the stream.
Mhm.
I learned what I wanted to know about the characters, about Evo itself. That's just about it. Like we got a lot of stuff done. Thank you,
Mhm.
Nelson, for also just hanging out and helping me with this. Definitely have to do
No.
it again.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you, Sleepy Jim, for also being here. And thank you for anyone that was watching on Mixer or on YouTube, and anyone in general that will watch this in the future. I appreciate all the help. Feel free to leave any sort of suggestions on Twitch. There's a suggestion box specifically for that. You can also leave a comment on YouTube about this. What you guys want to see, what you guys want me to like adjust for content, in particular when I do these podcasts, and in general, just what else do you want to see from my channel? It's still new, it's still fresh. There's a lot of ideas I haven't implemented yet, so maybe we're all on the same page about specific things. Also, I do have a Twitter. You can also hit me up there. I don't use it much, but I am going to be looking at it whenever possible, so I will definitely see like tweets or replies, anything like that. Like the starters, I do often see when Nelson here does retweet or fave anything that I do post, so I appreciate that.
Mhm.
So I do look at it, I just may not reply to it, but I do look at it, and so long as people do talk to me, I would try to talk back. Okay, in any case, take care everyone, be safe, have fun with your games, I'm out.
All right. Well.
And
there you
hello
go.
Megasonic, you just show up as I'm about to take this off. Great.
Well,
Always
he
something.
could talk to you. He could talk to you on the Discord.
Yes.
Talk to him on the Discord.
I'll give him a chance. Does he want to show up on Discord to talk about something? Or do we just turn the stream off?
Well, you can turn it off. Nah, you can turn it off. Trust me, he'll come on.
It's if he wants to talk. I don't know.
Nah,
if he wants to be,
he's always home.
If he wants to be a part of the stream, I mean.
Nah. You good?
Okay.
You good?
Okay. All right. Turn things off then.
Good. Let's see. On clip.